All right, everybody, if you want to go ahead and mute yourself, that would be awesome, unless you've got something you want to share, just to try to keep the background noise at a dull roar. Hey, I see Ben's on as well. Good morning. Good morning. And I'm continually admitting people in, and Muzaffar is about to join us as well. There we go. All right, all right. Muzaffar, I think you're with us, aren't you?
I am.
There you are. Okay, excellent. Good morning. We just got it recorded, just started that, and apologize for being a little tardy, but I'm glad everybody's here with us.
Perfect. Well, welcome. Good morning, everybody. I am double and triple booked, but I got my Mamba mentality shirt on this morning right now.
Nice.
To represent Kobe. I woke up this morning with a mindset of, as you're going into game time, that's probably where my brain went. Like seriously, like it's this next week is game time. Next week is the event. And again, I'm gonna always say I'm sorry for my Canadian family that cannot be there. But what I want you guys to know is that we are going to make sure that we have everybody streaming as we possibly can. That is so important for your business. So I want to talk to you about your business, because that's right now the most important thing. Going into the final week, it's that whole mentality of, do I get somebody signed up? Do I get them to the event? Muzaffar, what would you do? My answer is both. Like, that's just my answer. My answer is both. Like, if somebody's going to do this business, they've got to get to the event. And so I spoke with somebody yesterday, and I told them, I said, listen, you want us to work together, but you're not willing to make the sacrifice. I get it. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I get it. If getting to Dallas might be somewhat of a challenge, because there's multiple restrictions, and then there are some financial challenges. And I totally understand. But literally finding the way to allocate the days, that's a sacrifice. So number one, you've got to allocate the days, which is a sacrifice. And, for anyone that doesn't believe that the event is going to be business changing, life changing, then you may not have gotten all the right information. And for that, I'll always take responsibility. So I want you guys to know that next weekend I'm telling you right now, is going to be absolutely incredible. And for any of you that are close to platinum, you can still get it done and be at the trainer school. So I would push in working on that. For everyone else, I'm going to let you guys know that if you're coming, VIP is Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. There's a fun get together event. I'm not going to talk long because I am today. For some reason, I got like triple booked, quite a bit. But I wanted to jump on as fast as possible, get a chance to say hello, get a chance to see you guys, and talk to you just about this upcoming week. So I will be in Dallas as of Tuesday, helping with preparations. And then I'll be at the trainer school, and then obviously at the event. And I hope that we get a chance to meet. I also hope that there's something that we do for the people that are streaming, right? That are joining us via online. I'm hoping that we find a way to communicate between leaders, and in between breaks or whatever, we do some Facebook Lives or some Zooms where we can give them some behind the scenes action and love. So just so y'all know, that's some of my thoughts. I still don't know how to put that together or what's the best way to put that together, but hopefully we can all communicate with one another and find a way to do it. Maybe we can do a Zoom because if people are at their own homes, maybe they can chime in during one of the breaks, and we can Zoom and show some things. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud on that one. Other than that, let's make this week the biggest push. I hope you have a list in front of you of how many people on your left team are registered, how many people on your right team are registered. This is, for me, it's the most important event. It's our first in a long time. It's our first as a connected, blended family. It's our first with Marcasetta. It's our first with the energy product. It's our first with some new enhancements. So there's a lot of firsts that are happening. And there are a lot of people that are looking to run, and whether they've been in secret for a long time, or they're brand new, or they're coming back, there's this feeling that's going around, and maybe sometimes you don't see it or feel it because you're on an island. And what I mean by that is that you're in your area and you're building your business. And that's why huddles like this and group Zooms like this, I believe, are so important for our business, because sometimes it gives you that connection that you normally don't always get. So I just want to tell you guys that I hope you have a phenomenal weekend. Like, this weekend is very, very important. Close out your week before the event week starts. So whatever we got to do to help you get to the next level this weekend, get your team to the next level. Do you have a goal in mind for how many bronzes you want to finish by Monday night on your right team, on your left team? A lot of people have adopted the name for Monday, and again, it's not money as in money hungry, but they call it Money Mondays because right now there's more volume going in and more ranks going in on Mondays than in a long time. What a lot of people are starting to figure out is that on Mondays, people are burning from the bottom up in a binary. So what's happening is that there's volume that's going at the bottom of the tree, and people are calling literally everybody up the line going, hey, this new professional package went in, or this new package went in, and look, you're only this far away. We can finish it today. What calls can we do? What presentations can we do? And boom, they go to the next person above. Hey, now you have this volume, and this person's trying to get this done. And if you get this done, and then they're going up, and it's called burning from the bottom up. And a lot of people are starting to figure it out. I've been teaching it for quite a while, but sometimes, as they say, when the student's ready, the teacher will appear. And so we've got people that are starting to go, oh my gosh, and volume is jumping. I was talking to one of the other leaders that their business last Monday did 156 or 57,000 just on Monday. And that's going to happen. And listen, I know it seems like a lot for some of us on the phone, but when your team grows and there's more bodies in your organization, it's not one person doing a lot of volume. It's a whole lot of people doing a little bit, trying to finish up bronze or royale. And that's why we talk about becoming a bronze factory, right? Like look at it and go, okay, how far is that person from bronze? Okay, how far is that person from bronze? Okay, if that person goes bronze, well, that person could probably go royale. And so that's what's happening. And so we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days. These are the aggressive 4 days, because this is when a lot of people do their business. They're on weekends, evenings, because people work. Some people have careers, and they're not allowed to do it at another time. And so these 4 days are really important for the growth of your business. But it stems from us, right? Leadership mindset. That's why you guys never see me really too casual. But I got this new shirt. I was all excited about it. It just came, Mamba Mentality, and I've been looking for this one. My daughters were like, "Is that M for Mazafar?" And I go, "No, it's M for Mamba Mentality." And they go, Kobe. And my daughters know all about him. I watched him for 20 years. I used to watch his interviews, not just when he won, but when he lost. And what does he say when they would lose? I was just watching one the other day of when he lost in the championship game, like in the NBA Finals. And they asked him if he was disappointed. He said, "I'm proud." He goes, "I'm proud of the team because they gave their best effort." He goes, "I was proud of them." He goes, "Obviously, you don't want to lose." He goes, "Nobody wants to lose." He goes, "We wanted to win the championship." He goes, "But I am dang proud of the work, the effort, the commitment, and everything we did, because we gave our best." And it's something that I was always taught, and it's what I teach my daughters, that if you give your best and highest effort, we live with the results. And so we've got 4 days to finish out the week, and we've got a week to finish out before the event. And the question is for these next 7 days, can you give your best and highest effort on a daily basis? Just your best and highest. It's not all your hours, right? It's whatever hours you put in. your best, that extra phone call, that extra presentation, that extra push for convention, that extra, I got 2 on one side, 1 on the other. Can I get 3 and 3? Right? Most people would go, well, I got 2 and 1. Can I get this one to 2? No. Can I get, you got 2 and 1. Can I get 3 and 3 to convention? Right? Push one step further than you would have ever pushed, right? Like right now, all of you have a piece of paper and a pen, I hope. And right now, just write down left and write down right and just write your number down. Like, what do you have registered for convention? Just write your number down. Right. So if you write your number down left and right, like I can see you guys for some of you, right? I wish everybody else was on camera so I could see everybody. And people go, that's why I keep my camera off so you can't see me, right? I get it. But like, hey, Valerie, thank you for turning it on. John, hey, buddy. Look, Jasenia, that's it, right?
Jasenia.
That's perfect. Awesome. Listen, it's we don't get a lot of time to see each other, right? Like it's difficult. Like all we have is Zooms right now. Dolly's on, fantastic. Victor, fantastic, right? So listen, here's the deal, guys. Please write it down and look at your number right now. There's a week left. Look at your number on your left and your right. And what's the right increase? Now I'm going to give you an example. If you have 2 on your left and 1 on your right that's registered, the right increase is not 10 left and 10 right. That's not the right increase. That's setting yourself up for failure. I'm just telling you, right? Like if you have already right now registered 2 and 1, then you should not write down 10 and 10 with 7 days left, because you're going to set yourself up for failure and be depressed going into the event.
Right.
If you have 2 and 1, go for 3 and 3. Mm-hmm. Like that's a push. That's a push. I'm asking you to push. I'm not asking you to break your neck. I'm asking you to look at the stairs and do 1 step, maybe 2 if you're trying to stretch yourself. I'm not asking you to jump to the 10th step because you'll fall on your face, break your nose, and cry. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, so let's do 1 step, do 1 or 2 steps. And that's just the same thing in life, right? Like, let's do 1 or 2 steps more than what we would have normally have done. So look at your number and write down what your goal is, left, right. So write it down. Go, okay, I see where it is. I'm not going to tell you what that number should be because I don't know all of your numbers and I don't know the amount of work you're willing to put in over the next 4 to 7 days, right? So look at your number and go, okay, right now I'm at 0. If I'm at 0 registered for the event, other than me, my goal would be 1 and 1. If I'm at 0, right? So if I go, I'm registered, I don't have anybody on my left and my right now, I got to get 1 and 1. Like that would be my mentality. How do I get 1 and 1? Just 1 and 1, 1 left, 1 right. How do I do it? Okay, I got to get 1 interested on my left, 1 interested on my right that want to do the business, or even semi-interested, even if they don't sign up, but they register for the event. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, one of the things that we used to always do is that going into the last week, if people were like, I don't know, and I'd always say, listen, then invest in yourself.
Yeah. Come
to the event and spend 2 days with us. After 2 days, if you don't want to do the business, then don't sign up. Exactly. Like that's what I would say the last 3-4 days. I still this weekend would get people to sign up and register for the event. Sign up and register. Sign up and register. That's what I would do. But going into about Wednesday-ish of next week, that's when I would sit there and say, okay, hey, listen, because I know after Saturday, Sunday, I have Monday to close out, right, on Monday. Because I'm going to tell you right now, anybody that's at that event on Saturday and Sunday that hasn't signed up, they're signing up Sunday. Like they're signing up Sunday. I'm just telling you. That's just what's going to happen. And so that's why it's so important that we work on making sure that gets done as fast as possible for you, is to increase your number of attendees left and right. And for some of you, I hope you haven't given up. Like, I hope you haven't said, well, I tried. Listen, there's a whole 7 days left before this event. So please push yourself. Mamba mentality, right? Be better than you were yesterday and make tomorrow better than the day before. Like that was his quote. Be better than you were yesterday and make tomorrow better than the day before. Right. And so all I want you to understand is that we can become better today than we were yesterday. We can become better this weekend than we were last weekend. These next 7 days are so important. And so that's what I wanted to get on and talk about this huddle. I know there are other diamonds and rubies, and I would love to turn it to you guys. If you can add things, I'm supposed to be on another Zoom at 9:15. It's 9:18. I am going to run and tell you guys that I love you. I'm proud of you. Thank you for your leadership, your commitment. I'm excited to see you in person, those of you that I can. And for those of y'all that are streaming, you'll be like in our hearts and our spirits. We're going to be sending a lot of energy as we possibly can. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna start doing this more too. Thank you. And so have a great day, everybody. And Ben, Mike, Leah, Carrie, Joe, I'm gonna turn it over to you guys. And I will talk to y'all soon.
Thanks so much. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Excited. All right, Mr. Zanardelli. Woohoo! You ready? I wanted to toss it over to you after that. It's like I'm fired up.
That's tough to follow his energy and his his excitement. But listen, the times that I've ever built a great business in this industry always had everything to do with trainings and events. I know that we haven't had one of really anything of much in the last year and a couple of months, and our businesses maybe follow suit. But I can tell you, if there are people at this event, they're going to understand the importance of being at events. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday. It's like, is there a difference between going to a concert and being in that energy with other people singing the songs and you're just going crazy, or listening to them on your, in your car? It's completely different. The same words, but it's a completely different energy. It's a completely different feeling, and you have no way to network. And I think that's one of the biggest things we get out of these events is the ability to network with other people in the community in areas we may actually branch out in. And those individuals will be willing to help us because we're willing to help them. I've been telling Carrie, I said, listen, I need you to introduce me to so-and-such. She says, no problem, because I have somebody here in Miami. I think the two of them would connect with really well. I want to get myself out of the way. At these events, you're going to make those connections. But folks, anytime I've ever built a big business in this industry, it was from event to event to event to event and to event. And I wouldn't be too surprised if you're at this event, there's another event we can actually register for that's not too far out in the long distance, because that's what you do. But for those of you who cannot be there, I wish my Canadian friends that some of us have done a lot of things together and had a lot of fun. Sorry that you can't be with us. So I know that you're going to be online without question. And if you still have people that aren't like, I'm not really sure if I want to watch all weekend, like what else are they going to watch? At least learn something from, people just sit down, they absorb. How many of us binge watch stuff? At times we do that. Why not binge something that can improve our business, can improve the way we think, can improve our attitude, our excitement. And those are important things for us to look at and certainly tell people about. For those of you that are not coming because you don't feel safe yet, listen, I get it. There's a lot of people out there that feel that. I feel completely safe. I know Carrie does. And, we're going to be there. We know how much. For Carrie and I, we've worked in this industry for a long time. And last month was my 25th year in this business. It's crazy. And I think about that and I go, let's look at the shining parts of my business over 25 years. And always when I did the best, when it seemed to be a little easier, was when there was event after event after event after event. And for those of you who are still kind of on the fence, I know there's some of you out there that might even be on here or have people on your team. You have to really put it on the line. I know that we're all independent agents and we can't really force anybody to actually go to this event. If they can't be at the event, they got to at least watch it from home. I mean, listen, here's what you have to decide. at some point, your business is going to start to grow faster than what you even know the people coming in. And at that time, you're going to have to take an inventory of those who are staying in the work of and in the training of our business, because those are the ones who you'll be able to work with easier. How much time are you going to spend with somebody who always wants to know the answer when that answer was answered 3 and 4 different times on different trainings? They're just not plugged in. And so we can't force somebody to be at a training, but we can highly encourage them to at least watch it. Because I promise this year and next year is going to take all of our businesses to an entirely different level. Entirely different level. And we're going to look back on this time going, man, I can't even, man, I was working hard, but man, it is just taken off now. That's what's going to happen for all of us. So for those of you at the training, I look forward to seeing you. Let's exchange information. So if we don't know each other right now, we can help one another through, with meeting different people. And for those of you who are at home, aren't willing to travel, for God's sakes, I mean, sign up and make sure you can watch it over the weekend. I mean, unless you're getting married or you are planning to deliver your child on one of those 2 days, I'm going to say you need to be plugged into this training. And when you watch it from home, the thing in the back of your mind is going to tell you the entire time, man, I wish I was there. That's all I'm going to leave you with. But folks, I appreciate all of you for being here. This is the leadership team of this Team Synergy. I know there's some folks that may not be on here today, but we have to lead the pack. And that's why a lot of us are going to go down there. We're going to do a lot of pictures. We're going to do a lot of videos, because we want people that come in after this weekend to see what it was like and say, we were there. Will you be able to say that? Don't know. But if you say, no, I couldn't travel there, but I watched it the whole weekend, and man, I'm not going to miss another one. So folks, I appreciate that. Carrie, it's back to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I get so excited. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. And you said 25 years. I was just doing the math. It's been 29 years for me. January, 29 years, the first time I met Mark Cassetta. So I'm just pinching myself that, everything comes around again, and how fun it is that we've all kind of gotten back together again from years ago. There's just no accidents, friends. And it's just goosebumpy all the time for me when I talk to new folks, or when I talk about the enthusiasm and what he mentioned, the ranks happening on Monday. Just talking about what happens on Monday will get you so much momentum through the week. I can't believe it. It's Friday and I'm pinching myself because I've just been talking about what happened on Monday. And people are signing up and getting started and getting excited instead of getting ready for Elevate, just because of what's happening in the wave, in the momentum of the company. So don't unplug from that. Plug yourself into understanding, what's happening enthusiastically and sharing that. And that'll help. That's half the battle when we're talking to people, is our enthusiasm, and how we are sharing that with our eyes dancing, like Isaac says, right? So it's been a fun time to share the enthusiasm of the growth. I want to reach to Ben, if you've got anything you want to add as well. Ben, I know you were probably there at the very first convention Secret had. Are you with us over here? I'm trying to see where you're at, Ben.
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please share.
Awesome. I'm not going to give out like the subliminal flexes like Mike was doing as we were
right?
talking. Oh, maybe one day. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, you guys all hit the nail on the head. There's 2 ways to build a business, right? Like fast or slow, right? Obviously, fast is it's a lot better, and it's actually a lot easier, believe it or not, because both are challenging. And so you might as well have a challenge to be successful, right? And I'll just say this: you can promote to recruit, or you can recruit to promote, right? But obviously, recruiting to promote is a way that you're going to build your business faster. And so whatever tools that you're using, obviously be excited about it. The events are a battery charger with the batteries. And so, if you need that charge, which we all do, I don't care who you are, so you definitely want to plug in. And I mean, I wish that, more people could attend in person, specifically from our, Canadian family as well. I almost want to launch a rescue mission for you guys.
Right.
And it's just crazy to me that we live in a world nowadays where, that can even still happen. But but so obviously, I mean, you want to obviously be involved and be there with technology at a very minimum, right? Like, if you started a hobby, then like, okay, but obviously most of us started a business, and so you just got to take it serious. And I can't imagine being in a place where I wouldn't want to get the information to be able to apply it, right? Like, knowledge isn't power, applied knowledge is power. So recruit to promote, still do the deal. I can tell you guys, I got my first I sponsored my first agent from the ATM page that we just launched.
Good job.
It actually wasn't hard. I didn't do it, like the page did it. I just I opened my mouth, well, actually via fingers, right? From actually doing the exposure to pique someone's interest, to put them in the page, and the work was the work, the page did the work. So now we're talking about getting them on the virtual conference, because they're not actually going to be able to go to Dallas, but it doesn't matter, it's still doing the same deal, right?
Yep.
Recruiting to promote the event, so they can promote to recruit, right? So it's it's just little nuances, but they make a big difference, and just doing the small activity that yields high results. So I hope you guys are making the decision to do more than what you're doing now. So
Absolutely. Good stuff. Always great content. You always come up with some great zingers, man. I love the promote to recruit, recruit to promote. I mean, just, we do it, but I've never heard it put that way. So thank you. Thank you.
Carrie,
Leah.
I got that from an event. Hint, hint.
Oh, very good. Good stuff. Leah, are you out there? What can we hear from our grand diamond out there in Canada?
Yes, I'm here from the lockdown country.
At least you can smile.
I can't get out. but we're still smiling. We're still smiling. So some things we can't control for sure, but yeah, no, super excited about this event. Like, we can only be there virtually for sure. I know that I'm inviting some people over into my home, and even if it's just a couple, just to have a belly to belly experience, I think is really fantastic. And so if you're not able to be there, and because you can't travel there, get together in smaller groups, have chat groups where you can be with each other, so that people feel connected. So I'm going to be setting that all up this week and inviting people this week, and just so that we can and we learn better as a group, quite honestly, because some person will pick up something, and then you can have those discussions afterwards. And what are your biggest takeaways? And you're like, sometimes you need to hear something again from somebody else's perspective to really drive it into you. So that's what I love about being there for sure, the energy, and then the discussions afterwards, and the takeaways. So bring that into your community if you can't be there. But what we have this year in a world that's full of so many uncertainties is we have a path. And I'm so excited about this ADM group that we grew, because I have a list of people I've been waiting to connect. I've been riding horses with Bev this last day, but I wanted, I rode a horse. I didn't fall off. But at the end of the day, it was, where was I going? I got horse distracted. Now I can't even remember where I was going with that.
You were talking about your ATM group.
Yeah, the ATM group. So I have a list of people that I want to contact, and I just feel like this is such a great way to introduce the power of our products and the testimonials coming back from recovery alone. And just to give you guys, I think we don't even realize they're not even tools that we have. Like, they are so exceptional. I keep going back to the basics of our products. There is nothing out there that even compares the recovery product alone. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I have a friend who's been struggling with carpal tunnel so badly, and she couldn't sleep at night. And I'm like, well, take the recovery. And she's had it. And she's like, oh yeah, okay, I'll try that. And she slept for the first time without any pain. So then she's excited. So she's been casually in the business. So she gave some to her friend who also had we can't say pain, discomfort, who also had a positive experience. And then, and then she's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to give it to 3 other people. And what I loved about what she said, and this comes from the new person, she's like, I'm going to give them 3 days worth of product. Okay. And then I'm going to ask them by day 2, if they, or 4 days worth, I'm going to ask them by day 3, if they felt any difference, or if they felt a little bit of difference, or if they felt a big difference and this is the product for me. And if by day 3, if they fall in, I felt a little bit of difference, or I didn't feel any difference, I tell them to take off day 4 and don't take the product at all. See if you notice a difference, and then do it on day 4. Guess what? The 2 people she gave it to that said, oh, I felt a little bit of difference, when they took the day off, they were like, oh my gosh. All 2 of those people are signing up as agents.
Nice.
Because they're blown away by what this do, and they can see that, oh my gosh, I just need to share this product and do this simple system. And that's 1 product out of how many. We don't realize the power we have, how we can help people in so many ways. Forget, financial to boot. You're helping people with these issues plus financial. Like, give me more of that. So get excited, you guys. Plug into this amazing conference, and let's reach out to a couple more people. And if you can get together with people, do it. If we can't be there. So that's what all I have.
We send all our hugs from Canada.
We do so much love.
We're trying to get all the hugs we can from everybody virtually. So hugs back at you. Thanks so much, Leah. It's always a pleasure to hear from you. You have such a great insight to bring as a leader, and as a female leader. I think that's important too, because we've got a lot of both in this company, but every time we hear from one or the other, it's like we can just take nuggets from everybody and blend into whatever personality type and utilize these tools. And I think of us as tools too, the people who actually know what what we're doing. We can be a tool for you if you're new. Don't forget the power of the 3-way. Don't forget the power of using your expert, and what you're doing right now is phenomenal, bringing the people into the ATM page. I'm just barely getting started with it myself. I had a couple people in there, so I'm learning. I got my notes. Excited about that, and I know that we're going to be doing more. So I'm just going to wrap it up with this. If you guys haven't seen the secretsout.com, that's the ATM page that we're talking about. It's a Facebook group for the opportunity that Ben has put together. And we did a training on it the other day in our Bronze and Up, and we let that video out for everyone to watch. So if you see that Bronze and Up video from the other day, from this week, watch it more than once. And these guys are, especially Ben, thank you for doing all of that. Really, Ben and Jesse guiding us on how to use that page effectively. And then for everybody who's put their testimonies and done the stuff in there, thank you. And I'm behind the 8 ball, but I'm working on it this weekend, so I'll get it done. But it's really an exceptional time for us to be able to use all these tools that we have, and right before the convention to promote like crazy for that event. So very excited. Anybody got anything else? Thank you for the link, Ben. I appreciate you putting that in there. Look in the chat box. There's the recorded of the YouTube from Tuesday when we did our Bronze and Up. So copy and watch that, paste that, and watch it more than once. And then all the links are there through Team Synergy teamsynergyagents.com. That's where you would go to find all the details and the PDFs that you can print off and how to do it. All right. And even the link to join into the page. So for the agents, we go there to get our data so that we've got scripts and know exactly how to do it the right way. And we're all duplicating that. It should be seamless, right? So anything else? Did I forget anything else? Ben, Leah, Mike, anything else? We're excited. All right. Thanks everybody for having an amazing huddle with us this morning. We're just 36 minutes. We're out the door. You can go out, have a fabulous follow-up Friday. Let's make some magic happen. Have a fantastic weekend. All right, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate you. I love you. Bye.